So let's go. Let's say it. Come on. I knew it. But this is the short version, okay? Because it's gonna take a lot. So basically, this is the eye. This is an eye that is watching my my back, okay? So this is like a map, like a wind map, okay? You have north, south, east, west, south, southwest, blah 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 blah. Okay, northeast, northwest. Okay. Like when you're sailing, you have winds all over these places, okay? They're coming from one side or the other one. And as a sailor, we always need to know which wind you're facing, because that wind will tell you how to go to a certain place. For example, if you have it on your back and you want to go in front of you, you just need to put your sail like this and it will push you. But if you have it in front of you and you need to go exactly where the wind is coming from, you need to do this, okay, with the boat. It's called bolina, okay? So basically, we started to, when I was, so those are, I would say that these winds are basically the words that my grandparents are whispering me to get what I wanted to go. And so there are different names and numbers. And here you have an eye, which is the eye of my grandfather and my grandmother. My grandfathers and my grandmothers, that is basically watching my back, so they have my back. And inside this clock, which is the time that is passing, there are all the date of birth of all my grandparents, okay? And for each one of them, there is a characteristic, like a wind, that actually identify them. For example, Virtute, my grandmother was a very strict woman, like she knew exactly what she wanted. The other one, my grandfather, Ambitio, was very ambitious. The other one was very ingenious. The other one was very perseverance. So when she was facing some difficulties, she was very strong to keep her energy and her focus to overcome the obstacle. And somehow it turns out that this design, which is an hexagon, basically it's the chemical sign of the diamond, which is the strongest rock that we have on earth, and yet also the most precious one. So family as the most important thing and most precious thing and most durable thing in my life. And then you have a lot of other stuff, which it will take a lot of time, but basically each one of them suggested me or told me a lesson in their lives. And so I decided to basically translate those words into numbers, like coordinates. So I know what it means, but you won't know it, because it's a secret thing. It's the thing between my grandfather or my grandmother and me. And for each one of them, there is each one of us, like my father, my mother, my brother, and me, that actually resembles the most between one of them, okay? And so it's basically, it's like a sort of a map that tells you the story of my life and of my family. And also here there are things that I wanted to keep for myself. For example, I'm Libra, but I have the tendency to run a lot. I always want to do things fast. I want to learn faster. I want to play the guitar in 3 days. I want to know how to play perfectly. And so basically, I put this as like, find balance in little steps. Okay, don't jump. Just make little steps, and you will arrive to concrete the diamond, which is the most strongest rocks. So like, if you do things step by step, you'll get closer to perfection. And also,
baby steps until you conquer your goal.
Yeah, exactly. And then you also have a lot of other stuff. For example, you see inside the eye, there's like a clock. You see, there's it's like a little clock. So the time is passing, and there's a thing say, and we learn as we age, which means basically like, give yourself time, because they arrived to told you these lessons because they had a lot of experiences. So give yourself time to basically gain those experiences. So it's complicated.
Such a complex explanation.